Praise the Lord. All right, let's talk. I am going to talk about a few of my dating experiences. Not that I've had that many dates, in all honesty, I haven't. But let me talk about this one. Now, ladies, if you're watching, just listen. Okay, I had a few neighbors, and a neighbor and her friend. They thought, oh, Tanya, come on, you're a nice girl. You're a Christian girl. You should meet someone. You need to go out. You need to, meet different people. I'm like, okay, let's go on this date. Now, mind you, I already had feelings for somebody else, but I agreed. I'm thinking God is doing something, but I said, you know what? I'm going to go on this date. It was some guy's birthday, and we all agreed. Now, I wasn't going to go. I don't do blind dates. So I said, well, if we all go together, sure, we can go. We get to the Olive Garden. As soon as I looked at this guy, I was like, no, this is not going to work. But, I'm saved, and I'm very polite. I'm not rude. So we gave the guy his birthday cards, and we helped him celebrate his birthday, and everybody had their little food, and girl, they ordered drinks, which is a no-no for me. So I was like, okay, they're ordering drinks. And, so now I'm really looking. I'm like, this is definitely no. He gets drunk, he drinks. But I'm just like sitting there like, wow, this is crazy. So we're sitting there, and he orders his drinks. And then he starts talking about somebody on his job getting married and wants me to go to a wedding with him. Mind you, this is the first time I've seen him. I don't know him. I'm thinking, I'm not going to a wedding with this guy. First of all, there's nothing there. There's no chemistry. I'm moving away from him like, no. So, but I thought, okay, it'll be all right if we just fellowship and just enjoy. And wouldn't really consider it a real date when it's like 3 or 4 people. But this was one of my experiences. And then we talked about going to a mall. I don't even know how we got on the subject of going to a mall. Oh, we were talking about a pocketbook that I saw that I liked. I think it was a Louis Vuitton pocketbook. And I thought, he was telling me he lives in a different area. And he was telling me, oh, they probably sell them in the mall. I said, okay, well, maybe you could show me, where I could get the pocketbooks from. First thing he said was, if you want your pocketbook, if you want a Louis Vuitton pocketbook, you go in the store and I'll wait outside. So basically what he was telling me is that he's cheap. Now, mind you, I wasn't even asking him to buy me a pocketbook. But there are some things that you just don't say on a first date with somebody that you might be interested in or that you're trying to impress. Put your best foot forward. Best foot forward. Saying cheap is not a best foot forward. So needless to say, that wasn't a good date, and he was not the one. Okay. Let me tell you about another dating experience, which is another no. For the guys, if you're listening, don't do this. We went to TGI Fridays. And he was looking at the menu and basically trying to tell me you can order some food, but don't order this and don't order that and that kind of a thing. And I'm looking at the menu like, okay. And he went on, and the funny thing about it is, well, it's not funny now, but it was funny then. Because you think about things afterwards. Something that he wanted me to try, I tried it and it was nasty. And I'm like, ooh. And afterwards, I'm like thinking in my head, like, oh my God, did I just do that? I'm on a date with a guy and I'm trying to be ladylike. And I'm like, ooh. But the thing that got to me was the fact that he was, if I order some food, I don't want to be treated like he's my dad. Like, you better eat all your food. If I'm paying for this food and I'm taking you this date, you better eat every drop on your plate. How about I pay for my own food? And if I'm not hungry, or that way, if I don't like it all and I decide not to eat every drop of it on my plate, then it's okay because I'm paying for it and it's okay. But if money is that tight, I guess that's what I'm saying. If your money is that tight, or that you have to be worried about, well, if I'm paying, you better eat every drop of it. How do you expect us to enjoy the date? Um, if your money is that tight and things are that tight or that, you're going through on that level, then you don't need to be going on a date. That's not impressive. And if you're going to take someone on a date, you want them to enjoy the date. And if you're going to watch them eat their food and tell them that they better eat all of it, she's not going to enjoy it. I didn't. I felt like, wow, this is not a date. Not the kind of date that I'd like to go on. Nothing romantic. I'm like, okay, why did I even go on a date with this guy? The funny thing is the guy he had a pretty nice car. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to be all cute. Get to ride in the car. Get to go on this date. Get to enjoy myself. Not. It wasn't enjoyable. I got to see who he really was. It wasn't even a long date. Within that little bit of time spent with him just sitting down having a meal, I got to see really quickly that he too was not the one. So guys, if you're taking a lady on a date and you have to worry about how much money you're going to spend or whether you're going to make her feel like she better eat all of her food, she's not going to enjoy the date. And probably as soon as she finishes whatever she's done or the date is over, not only is the date over, but anything that you thought might actually come out of the date, whether it be a friendship, a relationship, whatever, that's pretty much going to be over too.